Hello, my name is MooingCat and welcome back to the beta server where the Forge Bowl has just started. It's still gonna be quite some time before it is out on live, but it has started now on beta, so let's check it out. And I'll do that by first looking at the announcement, and then I'll quickly have a look in-game as well to see all of the new stuff. So the event will run from November the 24th to December 15th on beta, so around 3 weeks. As for when it starts on live, it is probably middle of January, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's roughly when it has started previous years. As for mechanics, well, the mechanics seem to be exactly the same as last year. In fact, this appears to be a screenshot from last year. We have the last year's main building there as the grand prize, so that probably tells you all you need to know about the mechanic changes, or in other words, there are no mechanic changes. You will still be able to choose between one of 3 players, and you'll spend footballs or egg balls to do that. There are leagues as usual in these events, and as has been usual the last couple of years, you have 5 different coaches to choose between. I've gone over those in plenty of guides in the past, so check those out if you want to learn more. And of course, I will make a proper guide in due course for when this event comes to the live server. Alright, let's talk about the buildings. That's probably what most of you are interested in. So, we have one new building this time actually, only one. It is the Pergola. It has 11 levels, and at level 11 it has 2 variations here. The size of it is 5x4, so not the smallest, but not the biggest either. Quite alright if you ask me. Now, interestingly, both of these give the same amount of attack boost for attacking army. So between 16 and 25% attack boost for attacking army. 25 attack boost is quite decent for the size. That is just above 1 attack per tile. So yeah, quite good I think. It does have a bigger range than the Halloween event, for example. But I think there's been worse ranges. I think 16% in the low stage and bronze stage is quite alright still. So definitely worth building it in my opinion. Now, where these two differ is mainly in the amount of goods and forge points. So here we see a big difference. The pizzeria here gives 30 goods, but the bistro only gives 10 goods. But when we look at the forge points, 3 for the pizzeria, 12 for the bistro. So quite a big difference. And then finally, the bistro gives one fragment of a 1-up kit. You need 30 of these, and the pizzeria gives 1 fragment of a store building kit. So I think most people will probably go for the bistro here. The forge points, definitely most people value those more than the additional goods. And I think most people probably value the 1-up kit higher than the store building kit. Personally, I wouldn't mind getting a few more store building kits for my oldest city. Still need to replace some buildings there. And I used up all my store building kits, but I think most people will probably still want this. But yeah, we'll see. There might be some changes. I would like to see one of these giving defense, for example, instead of both of them giving attack, but I'm fine with the current stats. I think they're perfectly fine. Not amazing, but yeah, quite alright. Now, as I mentioned, we only have this building. There's only one new building. But we do have some new items this event, quite a few actually. So first of all, we have this selection kit here, Epic Forge Bowl selection kit. We'll see in game, but this is a selection kit that gives you all of the previous rewards from previous events, or you can choose between all the previous rewards from previous events. We'll see that in a moment, and I believe we can only get this from the event pass. Then we have 3 new items here. We have finish 1 goods production, which is this one. Finish all goods productions, which is this one. Finish 1 event building production, which is this one. And finish all event building productions, which is this one. So these are basically rush kits, same as we have for supply and coin buildings. They are rush kits that can be used to complete one or all either goods buildings, if we talk about these, or event or special buildings. So it says event buildings, but the community manager said that this is pretty much all buildings that are not available in the regular building menu. So for example, guild expedition buildings, guild battleground buildings, settlement buildings, all of those as well. So it's not strictly limited to only event buildings. So basically all special buildings, these will work on the two here, the special ones. So that's really nice. These again, I think they will, or we'll see in game, some of them will be available as grand prizes. I wonder if they might be available as daily specials. I don't think so, but that might be the case, we'll see. But yeah, now in addition to this, we have two new type of goods rewards. So first of all, this one will give goods of the next age, which is really interesting. We have current age and previous age from before, but now we also have a new item or a new reward here, which gives you next age goods. If you are in the highest age, this will give you current age goods instead. Then we also have this one, special goods. If you are in the Arctic future or above, this will give you some special goods. I'm not quite sure. I believe it's probably special goods of your age. I would be surprised if it is anything else. But yeah, that's really interesting to know. So with that said, let's check it out in game, because there's not really a lot else. Here are the items if you're interested, or icons if you're interested in those. Let's check it out in game. So as you can see, very familiar. Here we have the coach selection. We have these 5 coaches. They're all the same as last year. So the default one here gives some extra chance of doubling the reward, or gives them a small chance of doubling the reward. Progress here gives 1 more progress towards the grand prizes. The special coach here gives a 5% chance of winning, or extra chance of winning the daily special. This one gives double the points towards the leagues. And then we have the ultimate coach, which gives all of these and is usually worth spending diamonds for. But I'll cover that in my guide. Let's look at the league rewards. I think they kind of missed an opportunity here. They could have added perhaps some of the new kits here. The new rush kits, goods or special buildings. I think that would be cool. Yeah, you can get Sentinel Outpost, which is nice as always. And then 2 section kits for the main building. Let's have a look at the prices here. So here you can see that one of those new rush kits, the Finnish goods production. This one you can use to finish 1 goods production. I don't have a goods production in my city, I believe, so I probably can't use it. Nope, I can't use it. I don't think it works on, for example, Slave Builder here, if it is producing goods, but who knows, let's give it a try. If I can find it, there we go. No, okay, so it works on regular goods buildings, and it actually doesn't work on space age colony buildings if you have those. So it's only buildings in your city, but if you are in the space ages, it does work on the synthesizers, so you should be able to use it to get special goods, I believe. So if you go to one of the ages here, you will unlock the synthesizers. They're not visible here, but yeah, in any event, you will be able to use them on those in your main city, but not on goods buildings in your colony. And I doubt it works on settlement either. So that's that. And then here we can see in the event pass, we have Finnish event building here. Let's quickly have a look at the grand prizes. Here we have next age goods, so 20, not a lot, could be higher. Here we have 80, for example. I think this should be increased a little bit. Do we have any other rush kits in the bottom here? Doesn't look like it. So only goods and the Finnish goods production here. If we look at the event pass here, here we have Finnish event production. And I saw later on as well, here we have the Finnish all goods production. So fragments of those. You need 150 fragments to get one of those. And there we have the event building or special building as well. So those are available. We also have this epic Forge Pole selection kit that I mentioned. So here you can see that you can get all the previous, or choose between all the previous year's events. So if you're a village, Terracotta Vineyard, the Olympic Treasury, the Colossus, and the Classic Garden. And so that's from all the previous Forge Bowl or similar events. So I think that's quite a nice, interesting idea. I do believe it's only available from the event pass, so I don't think you can get it as a daily special, for example. I think that might be a bit too good, although it's not really any different from getting individual selection kits for these buildings. So I don't know, I think it could be a daily special as well, but probably won't be. Anyways, then I also noticed here you can get fragments. You need 15 fragments, okay. So for free... Okay, so for free you can probably get one of these then, I think. Because you will probably, I imagine, end up roughly here for free. Because this is probably the last piece you need for the grand prize. That means you also get 50... Here we have 50... so you won't actually get a full either goods or special for free, most likely. Because you get 100 fragments for the finish all goods buildings one, which is not enough, and you get 50 for the special one for free. So you probably need to spend some additional diamonds if you want to max or complete these. Unless you get them, I believe you can get those perhaps from the daily specials. Let's see. So we have the Terracotta Vineyard here. If we change it, we now have Athlete Living Quarters. Okay, not really interested in that. But I believe someone on my Discord channel shared a picture of fragments for one of these. If that's the case, I will share a link or share that image in the description. So have a look there if you want to. All right. Now, one interesting thing here, you might notice here, you can't unlock this for diamonds. Now, it is only available for real money. It is, I believe, 15 euros, $15, roughly around that. 140 NOK. I'm Norwegian, if you didn't know. So yeah, that is no longer being A/B tested on beta, which makes me believe that going forward, you will probably not be able to buy these for diamonds, which is a real shame. Will probably stop me from ever buying it again. I imagine a lot of other people, but perhaps their test was successful, who knows. So yeah, don't know for sure if that will happen on the winter event. I do believe it might be. The community manager on beta mentioned that he is going to make an announcement regarding this on beta. It's not out quite yet, but when that announcement is out, I will share that in a link, probably in the pinned comment, so you can read that, and I will probably cover it in my beta recap this weekend. So stay tuned for that, and we will know more for sure. But yeah, I imagine that going forward, at least for the time being, you will only be it'll only be possible to get the event pass for real money, which is a real shame, especially for the winter event where it actually looked like it was beneficial to get the event pass for the second for a second building if you wanted to. But now if it's only available for real money, that of course limits what you can do there with that. So that's for future videos, so I will cover it when my winter event guide comes out. We should know by then. So yeah, don't really think I need to talk too much more. I think I've shown all that needs to be shown. So yeah, overall I'm not that excited. It's all right. The event is usually quite good for daily specials, so we can probably look forward to some good chances there. The main building is not amazing, but it's not bad either. It's perfectly fine. I'll definitely be building it in both my cities. At the moment, I'm leaning towards the bistro. So yeah, that's what I'll probably go for. Anyways, before I end this video, let me thank my Patreons for their support. I would like to thank Comstar, For Perfect, Lorden, Brokenobin, Kim Kelly, Rolf the 8th, PQ the Goat, Dan Simonad, JT, The Rev, Merrick B, Hugo Kant von Count, Jan Felixson, Twitter Journalist, Filda, Susan Weiss, Megarock, Rocco, Burton Emrys, Henrik de Kleber, Mattia, Opshay Dipsast, Rav, Raril, Mike, Volboy, Atomic, and Flavius Belisarius. Thanks a lot for your support. Thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you in the future.